Portugal are the reigning champions after seeing off France in 2016, but who are the frontrunners to lift the trophy next time? In this video, we have a look at the possible champions for Euro 2020, or Euro 2021, I should say, as it was postponed last year due to the outbreak of coronavirus. Euro 2021 planning is finally complete, with all the fixtures and venues confirmed. With this tournament, there were no automatic qualifying berths, due to 12 different countries holding matches in the finals, meaning every side had to get there, in the usual ways of winning the group or winning a playoff. However, this may change due to coronavirus travel restrictions, but UEFA has previously said in a statement that they want to keep the tournament as similar as possible to the original concept. But nevertheless, UEFA is prepared to completely change its concept of sharing the tournament to a one-country host system as coronavirus cases soar across Europe. Although this tournament is a year later than expected, this summer Europe's best teams will complete the Henri Delaunay Trophy with a host of individual players vying for the Golden Boot and Player of the Tournament honours. So who are the front runners and dark horses for Euro 2020, and who are the players that are expected to make an impact? The current England Euro 2020 squad find themselves in the unusual position of being favourites for the tournament. Gareth Southgate's men went into the 2018 World Cup with little expectation and reached the semi-finals, where they lost to their Euro 2020 opening opponents, Croatia, 2-1 after extra time. One of the main benefits of the 2018 World Cup squad was the tender age of the majority of Southgate's selection. Many of the star performers will be around for the next 2 or 3 tournaments at least. With another 3 years of experience under their belts, as well as the emergence of Jadon Sancho and Trent Alexander-Arnold, the Three Lions will undoubtedly be a stronger team than they were in Russia this summer. The team has a lot of work to do defensively, but with home advantage for the majority of their Euro 2020 fixture schedule, it's easy to see why England is being compared to France and Belgium as possible winners. It's understandable that France, as the reigning world champions, is favourite, rendering them co-favourites with England to win Euro 2020. France would fancy their chances of repeating their Euro 2000 and World Cup 2002 triumphs and holding both coveted international titles at the same time, with many of their World Cup stars still in their prime years, or yet to even reach their respective peaks. Les Bleus have ridiculous depth in almost every position, and they have 2 of Europe's most feared forwards in Kylian Mbappe and Antoine Griezmann, even if Griezmann has struggled since joining Barcelona from Atletico Madrid. The fact that unlike many of their other big hitters at Euro 2020, France will not be staging any games means that all of their matches will be played either at neutral or away venues. But as they demonstrated in Russia, or conversely by losing the Euro 2016 final on home soil, the players will certainly be unconcerned once they take the field. The Red Devils finished 3rd in the 2018 World Cup and will be hoping to at least hit the same stage in this summer's tournament to meet standards. Belgium has some of the greatest depth of any foreign team in Europe, and if they can go all the way and win a major trophy, they would be a famous pick. Goals should be plentiful, with a plethora of innovative choices such as Eden Hazard, Kevin De Bruyne and Dries Mertens, aiming to feed and complement Belgium's all-time leading goalscorer Romelu Lukaku. Belgium has all the ingredients to win a title, backed by a strong and technical midfield, an experienced defence that includes Tottenham's Toby Alderweireld and Real Madrid's Thibaut Courtois in goal. Now that we have had a look at the favourites, let's also have a look at the groups. Italy is the team to beat in Group A, as they make their comeback to major international tournaments after missing out on the 2018 World Cup. Turkey, Switzerland and Wales would undoubtedly challenge Roberto Mancini's side, but the Azzurri are expected to advance to the knockout stages as group winners. Switzerland is the second best to win the group. Belgium is a clear favourite to win Group B, while Denmark is in second place. The Danes, along with Russia and tournament debutants Finland, will put Roberto Martinez's side to the test, but if Romelu Lukaku and Kevin De Bruyne are completely fit, the Red Devils should have too much in the tank. Despite their difficulties so far under Frank de Boer, the Netherlands remain heavily favourites to win Group C, with Ukraine following closely behind. North Macedonia and Austria are both minnows at this stage, and Austria struggle to live up to their dark horse billing at Euro 2016, so the Dutch should have an easy time returning to their international competition. Joint favourites England have been drawn against a familiar foe in Croatia, and after beating them to reach the UEFA Nations League finals in 2019, will surely be after more revenge for that 2018 World Cup semi-final defeat. The Three Lions will also have to face Scotland and the Czech Republic, but despite the various narratives and challenges afoot, it comes as a little shock to see England as favourites to win Group D, while Croatia is next. Spain has a poor record in the major tournaments since winning Euro 2012, failing to advance in the round of 16 in the 2 World Cups and 1 Euro they've played in since then. However, Luis Enrique's side remains the favourites to win Group E. They will then face Poland's Robert Lewandowski, Sweden's Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Slovakia's underdogs. Group F by far is the most difficult of the European Championships this summer. Germany is the current favourite to win the tournament, which is shocking given that they are competing against world champions France and defending champions Portugal. With that in mind, it's no surprise that Hungary is the underdog in their division, with a minute chance to only qualify for the knockout stages. Should England win the Euros this summer, they will most likely do it the hard way. If England win Group D, they will most likely face either Germany, France or Portugal in the last 16. Assuming Hungary doesn't pull off a miracle, if the favourites advance, the Three Lions will have to defeat Spain in the quarter-finals and Netherlands in the semi-finals to reach the finals. With that in mind, France or Belgium would be England's most likely final opponents. And that is all for today's video. Please subscribe.